Hey, how's it going, everyone? Nathan coming back at you with another Showdown Live with the exciting new DLC. I hope you guys are excited as I am. In the new locale here, as you can probably tell, I apologize for all the changes in area and, frankly, my gross, unkempt beard. But if you want the details of that, I don't really want to get into it. You can check my Twitter if you want some details on that. But what I do want to do is get right into our team building, though, which is let's just get something basic and workable out here, right? I've always said that when you're starting a new metagame, it's a good time to try team building too, because nobody knows what they're doing. So everyone's just throwing shit at the wall and seeing what sticks. So let's get 6 Pokemon and throw them at the wall and see what sticks. As you've probably seen the top right there, I do want to start out with some hyper offense because it's easy, right? You know, it's easy to build a balance. Like, if you don't have to worry about defensive considerations because all of these new Pokemon, it's a lot easier to build a team. It's easy to just get 6 of the crazy new exciting Pokemon and just throw them out there and see what works, right? And that's exactly what we're going to do. And there's so many of these new Pokemon that are coming from Ubers to overused, are offensive. So this will be able to show that off a little bit better, I feel like. And I'm going to start that off with Hyper Offense Landorus lead because it's functional. I don't know if it's quite as good as Excadrill because it has Rapid Spin instead of Landorus's Defog. However, it's more threatening. I find a lot more use out of it. There's a lot of times where I'll see a team preview. I'll be like, oh wait, Landorus is really, really good here. I got to keep it healthy, and I'll get a Brox maybe and leave it after that. So that's exactly what we're going to do. I'll give it Force Bedef, lots of attack. We definitely want max speed. And this thing isn't threatened out by HP Ice like it was in previous metagames, so I feel like it could be pretty good. And another main reason I wanted to try out Hyper Offense is I feel like BLAZIKEN is uniquely well suited for it. And again, actually, I should note actually that if you are just watching my content for the first time and you haven't seen all the other stuff on it, there are a ton of unbanned Pokemon. So not only is DLC 2 bringing a lot of, like, you know, Caracosta and Celesteela and Cresselia, it doesn't only bringing a lot of these Pokemon, but it's also bringing a lot of Ubers Pokemon that were Ubers in previous generations, in Gen 7 to be exact. And the OU Council has decided to unban a lot of them just to see how they work, you know? They don't know if Genesect's going to be Ubers level in Gen 8 like they were in Gen 7. So they're just going to, like, give it a couple weeks. I'm not sure what their time frame is exactly, actually. They're just going to let it all rock and see what happens. And if you were confused about that, as I was, I recommend you watch Finchinator's video on it. I realize I plugged this guy in like most of my videos, but the fact is he's a tier leader. He knows what he's talking about, and I watched his video and it was completely cleared up for me. And I went from thinking, oh, this is going to be a disaster of a metagame, to thinking, oh, you know what, that makes sense, and I'm looking forward to it. So check that out if you're confused. I'll put a link to it right here, actually. But back to this. So all that means is there's a lot of Ubers Pokemon, and for example, Genesect I also want to include on this team because I think this thing, if there's anything to be quick banned quickly, it is going to be Genesect. It's insane. It's been insane in every generation it's in. I saw some calcs on its Banded Extreme Speed set that had it like 2-hit KOing Landorus. So it's strong. I think I'm going to choose the most classic Genesect set that I know, though, which takes advantage of it as a mixed attacker, and it takes advantage of its incredible pivoting and move coverage, which is going to be this Choice Scarf set. And I think it usually wants 100 attack. I think 102 is where I saw it at. Max speed, and then lots of special attack. And this will be fast as hell too, right? We're not gonna be worrying about any Dragapults. Blaziken. And yeah, I cut myself off when I started this train of thought, but Blaziken I think is uniquely suited for hyper offense because I've talked before about how if you have a Pokemon that's like a wall breaker or a sweeper or a cleaner, sometimes that changes on how the game works, right? Because Bisharp is always a good example of this, right? Because if you look at this set, you know, it could be a setup sweeper with its Swords Dance and Sucker Punch. It could easily be a wall breaker. That's what I normally use it for in my hyper offense sets because its knockoff stab is just so devastating. And of course, its priority Sucker Punch lets it act as a very good cleaner too. So it can kind of do all 3 of those roles in hyper offense together. And again, I'm plugging different videos in my own a lot, but if you don't know what these terms mean, you don't know how hyper offense really works, again, there's a link to it right there. But so my point is, similar to Bisharp, I think Blaziken kind of fits that role where it can do lots of different things very effectively. We're going to use, let's see, because if you use Swords Dance, it obviously helps as a setup sweeper. If you do a Protect, that means that you get off its speed boost, boosting its speed and making it essentially a Scarfer, but choosing moves for free. So Protect lets it kind of do that role. And also acts as a bit of a double dance set if you use the both of them. I think Flare Blitz is pretty needed here. Blaze Kick would be good, but Flare Blitz hits so hard. And it got close combat, which is kind of devastating, isn't it? And we're definitely going to be going just max timid speed here. Don't have to get too fancy with it. Now, here's what I'm thinking though. If it's a pure setup set, I like the idea of a weakness policy, you know? Because if it eats a Scald from a Toxapex, it'll tank that up easily. If it eats, you know, an Aqua Jet, it can live one if it's weak enough. I think this could work. It might be a little bit egregious, and if it's a pure setup set, I would probably do Thunder Punch to help us with Toxapex a bit more. And that too, because we get completely walled by it as is. This is my thought. Wait, did I say Timid? I want Jolly. Whoops. Yeah, this is my thought right now what we're going to do, but I think Blaziken will be able to find a lot of usage. If you had Protect there instead, it would be able to do 3 different roles on a hyper offense team very easily, but it's definitely going to be threatening as is. The dual stab of fire fighting is absurd. Fire in general is just a really good offensive type. I don't want Bisharp, however. I do like the idea of one of those birds with competitive or defiant on the Zapdos, but I don't know if we're going to do that. What I do want to do is, I'll say something else, but Dragonite. For those that don't know, Dragonite has a special role in my heart, and I've seen a lot of speculation about its roost set with heavy duty boots, but because it's probably a great defensive force with this, multi-scale is one of the best moves in the game. I'm not going to try to explain it there. It's as simple as it sounds right like that. And the only thing that made multi-scale not great was Stealth Rocks, which, but it's a great Dragon Dancer. It's got ridiculous attack. It got dual wing beat, which is amazing. Amazing primary stab. Outrage, incredible too. I'm not sure what the last move of coverage could be. I'm tempted to do Fire Punch for steel types. Even Fire Blast would help so you're not walled quite so badly. I think I'll keep Substitute. I think Substitute also works well with his multi-scale. Substitute Roost is probably better, but I'll probably come back to this. I like this idea a lot. We definitely want to be 252 plus here. Definitely want max attack and then some def. Minus defense, why not? No, minus special attack, what am I saying? So we've got 2 setup sweepers. Genesect is acting as our cleanup with the Choice Scarfer. Now we need some wall breakers, and this might be stupid considering this is new DLC. Not stupid, this might be like boring, but I think this thing is going to be as strong as ever. A lot of the things that came in, with the possible exception of Buzzswole, doesn't really wall this thing. It's still going to be as threatening as ever in my opinion, and it's a great wall breaker too. So I am very down to have this thing, and plus it's fast. It's always going to find usage too. And then for a last wall breaker, I was going to do Tapu Lele Expanding Force because that sounded like an absolute menace. However, it seems like that thing got is not going to happen. Maybe it's stupid because we have essentially all physical Pokemon at this point, so I almost certainly expect to regret this. The idea of Melmetal, I mean, I think it's going to offer a lot of utility with a steel typing because its defenses are ridiculous, especially when we go 252, 252 plus like I want to. But I think having, like, you know, HO is interesting because you don't really take defensive consideration into much, but having a swap in that can help you on everything is really nice. And the idea of a Bandit Steel Roller does sound really funny. That'll help us a bit against some of the trains that I expect we'll see, because again, the Tapus didn't get, like, you know, Bulu didn't get Grassy Glide, Rising Voltage wasn't granted to Coco, but I still expect we're going to see a lot of these Pokemon anyways. People are going to be trying stuff out like we are. So let's give it a shot. Definitely just throwing 6 different Scary Mon on and seeing what happens, but whatever, you know, I'm down. And we're gonna see a pretty similar team actually. We're gonna see a, what? Are we on the wrong ladder here? Are we on the combined Mons? I've never even heard of these two. Okay, that's pretty crazy, but we're gonna lead with our Landorus Therian right away. And I gotta look up these Pokemon. Regieleki. No, these must be the new Regis. I literally have not played a single game of Showdown since this DLC dropped, for the record. Oh, DT Spectrier. Okay, so Regieleki is fast as hell, I guess. And what's Transistor do? There's another Blaziken. That's not a bad matchup for us. It's, whoa. Oh, that sounds really good. And then this Spectrier is also like a mini Dragapult, it looks like. Slash DT Grimnay. It's essentially got Beast Boost. Okay, so it's a okay, that seems terrifying. It's essentially Dragapult with Beast Boost, maybe a little bit smaller. Short, weaker. They're gonna stay in attack. That's frustrating. I could have totally EQ'd there. Now they're faster, which is also frustrating. Our Dragonite's also got a good defensive typing. We'll completely wall this, especially with multi-scale. Don't burn. Okay, that's great. I wonder if they'll respect us and swap out. I don't think this thing gets anything that would threaten a Dragonite so far, especially if it's on the special side of the spectrum. So I'm going to substitute right here. Okay, we do get the Tapu Koko, which completely walls us actually. So we're going to go for a Wing Beat. No point in setting up here. Again, making me think that maybe this fourth move of substitute isn't great. I could do a Poison Jab. I could do a... maybe the Steel types and the Fairy types. So I don't know what would be. I guess like a strong fire move, like a Fire Punch might be what I need. But let's go out to our... We don't know if this is choice locked is a scary bit. Let's go out to our Melmetal. It's not much Spadef, but it would resist the Dazzling Gleam. I don't know if it's choice locked. It might be Scarfed. Regardless, the Steel Roller is about to nuke something if we don't get hit by like an electric move. Yeah, I think this might kill Blaziken. I don't even know. Banded, yeah, nice. And there goes the electricity too. But now we're forced to stay in, which is blows. Landorus is gonna come in. Let's go to our own. I expect it'll die, but it seems like as safe a swap as any, and it's the obvious ground resist here. What can we do for this last move here? Because we don't, because yeah, the Tapu Koko we are completely walled by, and I also worry about like a Ferrothorn, for example, or any steel type, a Melmetal of their own, you know? What could be something that could beat both of them? Maybe just a Fire Punch. Maybe I don't have to overthink this. We'll leave it like that for now. Landorus uses Stealth Rock of their own. Do I want a Defog, or do I just want to start blasting? We don't care so much about Hazard, especially with heavy duty boots on this, and Blaziken's not the end of the world. Let's rip a Stone Edge, assuming we survive. And they're gonna actually use a move that's weak on us. That's fine. They Sludge Wave again. What's their last move? Because if they Sludge Wave again, I'm gonna go to Genesect. What were they trying to cover there? Let's let it rip. Let's go Genesect. If they Sludge Wave, then we're in a great spot. Okay, and that's exactly what happens. What is their swap in on an ice move? I guess they can eventually go their own Genesect. It's less than I thought. Okay, but we'll get another EQ off. This thing will die. They do have Earth Power. What's their last move? Puzzling. I guess we gotta go Genesect here. Flamethrower at this range, I think, is also looking very strong. Let's do that. Plus with the 471 special attack. Good God, Genesect. That's the reason why I wanted to include this on the team, is because I feel like it is not long for this world. Is this even gonna... Yeah, it's gonna knock it out. That's incredible. Regieleki with Transistor and Electric Terrain. It does terrify me. I don't like it. I don't want to see it. This Genesect is a sweeping threat, though. Especially this Flamethrower. Do I go to the calc for this? What is it running? Is there a... It's not on Smogon yet. Let's open up this just to see, because I gotta do this from a perspective of knowledge. Regieleki, it gets Thunderbolt Wild Charge, so we don't even know what it is. I've got to assume it's special, considering its stats are tied. So if it's special, Urshifu does not thrill me whatsoever. Blaziken's probably gonna die afterwards. It's so fast. 548 base. Good God. Let's try Dragonite here. Rising Voltage just knocks us out. Not surprising. Maybe I should have Protect on Blaziken here. But even then, I don't think we'd be fast enough. I think everything's about to die. This is incredible. Do we need... I guess I should have kept my Landorus as an electric resist. Who was the most Spadef on the squad? No one. This is just a bunch of offensive only Pokemon. No one was meant to survive these rising voltages. Don't have much faith in Melmetal here. Steel Roller will claim one if it survives. We're about to get purely 6-0'd by Regieleki. That's a lesson for you right there. Flamethrower in case I survive. Nope. Okay, finally that's done, but I think it's still so fast, right? I gotta go for Swords Dance if I want to win. from here. I want to be able to Oko, well, do I need to? I don't think I do need one. I don't know what was the defenses on that horse Pokemon? Very low. We might not need it. Let's Flare Blitz, and it does just knock us out even without the terrain up. That is gutting. Okay, so Landorus is now essential from a pure ground resist standpoint, because Regieleki, that was stunning. I could have would I have died with Dragonite from full? Let's take a calc. Let's do a journey to the calc together, guys. Dragonite, sure, against Regi. Oh, it's not in yet. How am I supposed to calc this stuff? Okay, we'll go to a Zeraora, let's say. And we'll make it special attack 100. And we'll give it the ability. Is even the ability being uploaded? Probably not. So was it really just barely knocking out our Dragonite earlier? Okay. That makes it slightly less terrifying. I'm guessing this Oko is a genesect for... Okay, makes it less terrifying. Okay, knowing what I know now, then the Dragonite was way more essential than we thought. Obviously the Landorus was, so it couldn't sweep us because it seems like it was choice locked. But okay, that's important. I expect Garchomp's a great suicide lead too. This looks like HO of their own. This looks like pre-DLC team, honestly. Like all of these for a while were all in OU. Actually, well no, it wouldn't have been the Tapu Lele. Ignore me, I'm talking nonsense. I want Landorus out if they pull Garchomp as an HO lead, and I want Blaziken out if they go Ninetales Alola. They might expect my Landorus, so I'm gonna go Blaziken. Okay, they go Garchomp. The reason why I chose this is because of the 50-50s. I would rather have Blaziken in against Garchomp than my Landorus in against Ninetales, because I have a comfortable swap in here. I can defog afterwards. If they EQ, then we're in a great spot. They're also lowering their special attack, their physical attack, so this is much more comforting to me. Landorus gonna come in on the Stealth Rock. We're gonna defog. We don't care. Maybe they go to Ninetales now. Yep, that's exactly what happens. We're gonna go to Blaziken then. Nothing Ninetales does should threaten Blaziken. It's a 4x resist to all of its moves. No, fairy moves would be neutral. That's not right. Make a double switch. Good play, good play. I don't know if they'll just start attacking here, but I'm just gonna renew the situation. I don't want to get too crazy. Go Stealth Rock. Let's defog. Whatever. We lost the Sash in our Landorus and all this, but my opinion of the situation is the same. Is that it's good to go to Landorus here on this Garchomp. The only reason I wouldn't is if it had like they could Stone Edge us, I guess, but Stone Edge isn't doing too much. That would be fine. The Dragon Tail this time. Yep, that is definitely the offensive set. I wonder if they go for rocks here. Like a Flare Blitz wouldn't be the worst, but I'm gonna do it again. This thing's gonna be weak as hell is all that matters. If they Dragon Tail again, like, good on you. I mean, homie, I will do this all day. I do not want your rocks going up. And at a certain point, I'm not even very threatened. I can Stone Edge his Ninetales too. I'm gonna go to Blaziken again. Like, I don't want to overpredict and lose his Landorus. I still haven't gotten rocks up. Yeah. Now at this range, can we kill Garchomp at +2? That's the question. Garchomp versus our Blaziken. And if we're +2, what's the damage? 69, maxing out, not even close. What about close combat? I don't know why I would... Yeah, okay. Let's Swords Dance. There, Aurora Veil. Do I do it again? Blizzard did 32. Let's just Flare Blitz. Let's take the kill. Wow, they do go to it. And it knocks us out. I thought for sure they would Blizzard there. Okay. We're just gonna defog. We lose the Blaziken. That's bad. I guess the close combat was the play there, because it probably, I don't know. I just read the situation with the Blizzard there. They seemed fed up with all this back and forth. Now they can Aurora Veil, which is nice. They might Blizzard still. I wouldn't be surprised if they make a double switch to beat us. But let's go to our Melmetal. Okay, they go Garchomp. This is the slowest first turn of all time, of the first like engagement. I just want to get stuff going, but at the end of the day, I don't care. I'm gonna Stone Edge this time. I'll finally go for a read here. If they stay in, I'm gonna look like a clown, but we've done this song and dance 14 times now. I'm already down to Pokemon. I want to get my own rocks. If I did, it would make this thing less scary. Okay, please connect, and it's knocked out. Okay, I finally go for the read, and it finally pays off. But that does get them in their own Pokemon in. We don't let the Aurora Veil go up, but Tapu Lele definitely scares us. I wonder if they have the guts to use a Psychic move here, or if they will use a Fairy type move on the Melmetal. Tough to say. Again, I know it doesn't get Expanding Force. It's faster than us. I'm expecting Specs. I'm willing to give up the Landorus yet. No, I want the Flying type for the Garchomp still. I do want that. Plus, it'll still be useful versus Magearna down the road. Even Intimidate will be useful. Well, do I really risk? It's a 50-50 here, right? Fairy move, Melmetal, or Shifu on the Psychic move. I guess Melmetal is the more expendable of the two, so I'll do that. The Moonblast, okay, we get it right. That's a relief. Steel Roller, once again, there's no way it's not claiming one, but the question is, do I want to double Iron Bash? Because that would probably do just as good too, and I'm not locked into one. Let's do double Iron Bash, actually. Oh, they missed. That sucks. That really, really blows. I'm not going to pretend that wasn't luck. I didn't know it got Focus Blast. Is that new? Is that new? We gotta look. Okay, you know what? It did get Focus Blast. I didn't know that. Okay. Cinderace comes out. Let's just lower that attack. We kept it for a reason. I don't want to do a guessing game with this dumb thing. The U-turn, they get us. That's the exact reason why we wouldn't do that. Gutsy by them. That's gonna get in their Alakazam for sure. At this point, I'm probably willing to let it go. I gotta assume it's the Life Orb. Yeah, something's gonna get knocked out so that I can go Genesect afterwards. And if something's gonna get knocked out, maybe Dragonate's the play. Although Dragonate's gonna be okay versus Cinderace too. Yeah, let's go out with a boom here. We'll go Genesect. This U-turn was absolutely knocking it out. Unless they surprise us and they're Scarfed. Oh, it's Sashed. Good play. Good play. I wonder if they're using Psychic move again, because I could get Urshifu off for free there. Something's gonna be knocked out actually. I guess that Mon's Melmetal. Expanding Force. Woo! I knew how much damage it did with Alakazam, but it shocks you to see. Okay, we're just gonna refresh the situation. That blows because we lost a free Pokemon off that, and this is a Sackor at this point. But I gotta do it. I gotta do it. I'm gonna U-turn, and then now the question is... Can't really think of any reason not to go Urshifu here, sadly. Because Dragonite would just force in the Garchomp. Although the Garchomp wouldn't be... I kind of regret that, because I don't know if the Garchomp would be invested, but Gearna probably would be in the play if that's the case. I don't know what this thing's got, but I know it doesn't tank Wicked Blow. Again, I wanted to use Urshifu because I feel like it's still like that thing that came in really, really scares it. Does this guy got a fighting move? Let's yeah, I'm fine with that because that gets under Dragonite and clean. And then it gets us a free Dragon Dance. And I know multi-scale tanks it. It doesn't get a nice move. We should almost certainly be fine here. The U-turn to break the multi-scale, good play. Magearna's gonna come out. I think Genesect can finish it off from where it is. Unless that's... No, it's not a Scarf. Cinderace. I don't know what move I would use to knock it out, though. Does it resist Iron Head? It doesn't. Yeah, I'm the... Oh, wait, it does. Ah, oh, crap. That's bad. Well, let's Fire Punch. We'll probably get knocked out in return. Oh, no. Oh, that's a GG. Are we gonna go 0-2 on my first TLC live? I know I just threw random Pokemon on, but that's sad. We're at 27 minutes. I can go a little bit longer, I suppose, but the problem is my upload speed is so brutal here. Wait, we're alive? Get calm-minded. Is that enough to save them? Seems just so unnecessary. Cinderace is gonna knock us out anyways. Maybe the play was Iron Head there. Was Iron Head the play? We're definitely losing, yeah. Unless Pyro Ball missed. Okay, I'm gonna get one more just because I don't think I've ever gone without a win in a live. So what can I change to adapt this? So I'm thinking maybe goodbye to the Urshifu, and maybe I want some more hazards here, right? What if we go Ferrothorn? It's also, it's a bit of an untraditional hazard setter, but I think it definitely works. Or actually, I'm gonna do, if I'm looking for spike support, maybe Skarmory's the play actually. Comes with 30, of course. I'll give it a Custap. Is Custap still in the game? Yeah, okay. I'll do that. Spikes, Taunt, or maybe Defog, Brave Bird, and Stealth Rock. And then I'll go probably 252 plus Max defense, a little bit of attack, minus special attack. Okay, so that'll give us a bit more hazard support. And then maybe I'm thinking this will give us a bit of a special attacker threat, and it'll give us some hazard help. Wait, Article Galar is psychic, huh? That's interesting. What's the Moltres? I'm just learning live. You guys are along for the ride with me. Moltres Galar's Berserk seems bad. Zapdos could also be good. Let's try Zapdos Galar. Why not? Item. What moves does it get even? Does it get close combat? Oh, it does. Awesome. Acrobatics would be fun. Acrobatics would be really fun. Why not? We're doing it. Or Brave Bird. Brave Bird's so good. Why did I mess around? Acrobatics has burned me enough times with Zero Aura in the past. Thunderous Kick lowers the target's defense by 1. Hold on. Zapdos. My dude. And then if we're worried about a Magearna, is there any point in doing like a Earthquake? Do we get Earthquake? Yes, not. We get Stomping Tantrum, which is something. U-turn gets momentum still at a good speed tier. I'll throw Agility in for a bit of a sweeping threat, and then I'll also have, I guess Blaze Kick is the strongest move I can do if I'm worried about an enemy Magearna. Right? 85, it'll help us versus Fair Thorn a lot, obviously, but we do have Thunderous Kick for that. Maybe Throat Chop would be better, but I don't know. I think Brave Bird's gonna give us a lot out here. And then for items, I don't know. Leftovers, Life Orb.
Allow me to introduce myself. Who knows what dastardly crime might perpetrate next? He's a very clever arch criminal who must be put away. Another innocent victim of the cytomaniac.
I guess I'll try Life Orb. It seems like a lazy play, but it just, I'm not sure how much it's gonna do. It'll give us max speed for sure. That's what I definitely want. Spadef, so we get a little bit of help there, and then I'll lower that special attack. All right, let's take this new team to the ladder. And again, the reason I'm doing Zapdos is that we're a little bit more hazard heavy with the Spikes and Stealth Rock on Skarmory here. And then this way with Zapdos Galar, I can disincentivize any defogs. That seems okay to me. But then I also, if I want to keep them up, I could also go to a Ghost type to prevent rapid spins. I'm not seeing many Ghost types so far, so maybe I can try out one of those new Ghost Horsies that we're seeing so far. But I'll give this a shot so far. And they're Zapdos of their own. But I'm definitely gonna lead Skarm here. Get off our Stealth Rocks and Spikes. Are they gonna predict that with the Tapu Koko? They absolutely do. We're gonna Stealth Rock then. Probably on a Rising Voltage, I guess. In which case, when our swap in afterwards, I guess will be, I don't know. Okay, they're gonna U-turn. I guess go to Circuitry. Fair enough. We'll get Spikes. If they set up here, we're gonna get a second thing of Spikes. Oh boy, I played that so stupidly. I could have kept this thing alive. Okay, that's fine. At least we get one layer of hazards there. Circuitry arrives, in which case we want to go to our Earthquake. Would be so much better on D-Knight, worrying about Heatran. We don't know what set this thing is, right? No, we don't. That really scares me. I think I gotta go Dragonite here. And I'll Dragon Dance. They should go to Heatran. Okay, they don't. Now I gotta go Outrage. Oh, it's Sash too. Woof. That's rough. Now what do we even go to? 291. DT Circuitry. 83 speed. Okay, I didn't even know that. Which means that if it's Scarf, this Genesect's fine. We'll U-turn out. Heat Rush would be a huge problem for this Genesect, actually. We'll need our Zapdos for that. Even Tapu Lele, they got a lot of terrain on this team. Getting up that hazard would have absolutely been nice. They go to it here. Does Blaziken really fear much? Let's we could Earth Power, but I believe we only have 1. And at +1, we might be faster than the whole team. We don't know what the Tapu Koko is yet. Okay, we're gonna do that. I wonder if they have Protect. I could Swords Dance again if they have Protect, but I'm just gonna close combat just in case. Go to Tapu Lele. Does a decent amount. Not what we're looking for, but the the fact that it did that much suggests to me that I can close combat again. I don't want to risk them going to heat ran on a flare blitz. That did so much damage, honestly. For 4 times resist, that was actually like way stronger than I thought. The life orb definitely helps there, and we're only gonna get like 1 more hit with this life orb. But now we're unwallable, really. Something's gonna take a hit. Circuitry can't come in on the rocks, which is huge. Zapdos Galar makes an appearance. I don't know what it is, but do I have the guts to flare blitz is the real question, right? Because they could go to heat ran right now. I'm gonna close combat. Yeah, got him. Maybe a stupid play, but the flare blitz 50-50 on heat ran seemed a little bit too obvious for me. Plus we get 1 more hit off. If we had flare blitzed and attacked that Zapdos, that would have killed us in the end too. That's huge. That puts us in a huge lead. Genesect makes an appearance finally. I'm gonna flare blitz here, no question. Yep, that thing's gone. Now we're in a question between Zapdos or Coco Galar, or sorry, Tapu Koko. What am I saying? Our own Genesect is great. I think Ice Beam is going to knock out the Zapdos, and Iron Head is going to knock out the Tapu Koko. So let's just do that. Let's just do it. And with the rocks up, I don't think Zapdos Galar is happy about the Iron Head either. Oh, it resists? Oh, electric resists steel. I tell you, I learned something new about the type chart every single day. Every single day. It's 44%. Let's let it rip again. Why not? They're doing a lot of this for the circuitry, I guess, which wasn't sashed like I somewhat feared. They're faster now. If anything that can live rising voltage, I might just lose to rising voltage right now. If it's on this Tapu Koko. If I go to Zapdos on the rising voltage, it loses. So does the Melmetal. Yeah, if I lose here. Okay, yeah, if it was faster than my Genesect and killed it, then that was GG. There was no 2 ways about it. I will. Zapdos is faster than circuitry, so I don't need any speed. So this is worth going for. Thunderous Kick. It's faster. So was this Scarf? Scarf Zapdos Galar. That's new. Okay, so off the back of the broken Genesect and a crazy Blaziken sweep, we do somehow end out without not having a total losing live. But again, I joke about it all the time, but I genuinely do not care about wins or losses, especially when we're doing a new metagame, and I hope you guys don't either, because there's a lot of fun to be had. And if you're fixating on like, oh, I got swept by some random DLC 2 BS, then maybe this isn't the right spot for you for the next couple of weeks. It's gonna be happening a lot to a lot of people. But I hope you guys enjoyed. My upload speed is brutal here, so I'm hoping that this video gets out to you in a timely fashion. But yeah, stay tuned for more of these videos out in the future. I'll see you soon.